Hi, my name is Sai. Welcome to Long Way Home, Defender build, Overland build, room tour. If you're new here, bit of background story of myself. I planned this a 6-month trip, driving from Hong Kong via Central Asia towards Europe and end in Morocco. A couple of weeks ago, I decided to quit my job. I decided to do this full time, but more to that story in the later videos. Today I want to focus on the Overland build. So this is a 2012 Defender 110, 2.2 turbo diesel engine, otherwise known as the Puma engine, a Ford Transit engine. Under the bonnet, pretty much stock. Before I started the trip, I have changed the aircon compressor, I have done the starter motor, I think the fuel pump or the water pump, I don't remember. Clutch, I have a LOF engineering clutch, power spec clutch, and also the MT82 output shaft. Pretty well known that it will break, so I've changed that for the peace of mind. And also the rear solid axle for the wheel as well, also from LOF. Otherwise pretty much stock. Moving on, next, wheels. I kept the original steel wheels because I think it looks the best. Plus also I don't have extra fun. These are the tires that come with the Defender. I changed the same thing. These are Continental cross contact all-terrain. I actually want a BF Goodrich or the Toyo tires, open country, but it's very difficult to find the sizes for this wheel in Hong Kong, so I just opt for this one. Finger crossed, no puncture yet, but I did have some sharp cut on the sidewall. Hopefully it will hold up. Suspension, I have an Ironman 4x4 Foam Cell Pro and the Ironman spring as well. The car currently kind of leans to the left. I did not opt for the heavier spring rate, so that was my mistakes. Because I'll show you later, all the interior fit out, majority of them is on the left hand side, the heavy stuff was on the left hand side. So yeah, the car's kind of leaning to the left, which not ideal, but I just have to live with it for now, which really bugs me. Up top, when I started the trip, I actually had a different roof rack. This is a ARB Deluxe roof rack, which I got in Kazakhstan. Thank you so much, ARB Eurasia, hooking me up for one really quickly and gave me a good discount. Originally, I had an aluminum rack, and it didn't even last more than 2 weeks. When I get to Mongolia, the legs start cracking. And then since then, I had it welded 4 times. The last time I got it welded was in Tajikistan, and that was last time I have enough of it. I don't want to worry about it. So after Tajikistan, I crossed to Uzbekistan, and I drove all the way back to Kazakhstan because I want to get the ARB roof rack. Then I have 2 jerry cans up top. These are replacement. When I started the trip, I had 2 steel, kind of like old school matched look of the car. I got them from Taobao. It looks really good, but it started leaking in Mongolia. So I got this 2 new jerry cans. Instead of 2 20 liters, I now have 1 20 liters and 1 10 liters. And I have just some aluminum storage box for all other bits and pieces that doesn't fit in the car. And this is my solar panel. Again, this is also not what I started with. Originally, I had a flexi panel, and I think it got overheated and stopped working in Mongolia. So quite a few things didn't last very long. The roof rack and the solar panel and the jerry can. This time I didn't go for this flexi panel. I used the regular solar panel because I think it helps with the airflow better. Hopefully it works better. So far it's okay, but The storage box I have kind of always casts shadows over it, so it doesn't really charge properly. Yeah, like I said, I have a 180 watt solar panel, 150 watt solar panel, and I have a dual battery setup inside. Okay, battery. I have the 300 amp hour lithium battery. I got it from Turbo. Really big. I mean, hopefully one day I get to change to a smaller one because the technology now has improved and they can make a 300 amp much more smaller. Below this is the Renogy DC to DC MPPT charger. Power feed from the solar and also from the alternator of the car. It will charge my house battery and my starter battery. I have a 120 amp normal AGM gel battery, starter battery. Because I don't have an inverter, so I have another battery setup in the front seat. It's actually an EcoFlow Delta first gen product. I used to use it for camping. Brought it with me because it has a 1800 watt inverter, which serves the purpose, although it takes up room. And I got a custom made cable. I hacked the cable from EcoFlow. Instead of going from the solar panel, it goes to the Anderson plug and plug into my house battery. So I use my house battery to charge my portable battery. Kind of slow. It takes about 6-7 hours to fully charge it. Yeah, that's pretty much always plugged in. The front seat section. This is the EcoFlow that I was talking about. It has an inverter built in. So next, for navigation, when I have cell reception, mostly I would use Google Maps on my iPhone. And I also have Maps.me. And this one, I purposely got the Samsung tablet because it only runs on Android. Is this app called Drive Mode Dashboard 2, DMD2. They mainly use for adventure bike riding because I really like Dakar rally stuff, and this has a road book built in, although I don't use road book, but hopefully one day I get to do Dakar rally and that will be my dream come true. Anyway, these maps work really well for it's offline map, and it shows a lot of remote places that doesn't show on Google Maps. Yeah, it works really well. And I have an OBD plugged in, which give me all the stats that I need. There's a lot of things in here, but mainly I look at the engine coolant temperature and engine oil temperature. Ambient air temperature is pretty useful. I found it quite useful lately. These numbers quite high. The catalyst temperature to monitor my exhaust gas temperature. Now I have the EGR thing here because EGR failed me once 2 years ago. So I have it on here as well, but I don't know what this number means. So I have no idea why I put that in the first place. One that I looked at all the time is the distance to, can you focus? Distance to empty, so I know how much fuel left and how far I can go, and this is the fuel remaining in liter, and all others the fuel consumptions. And I have the altitude there as well. That's mainly what I looked at. I'm pretty obsessed with numbers. This is the front section. Honestly, I could have tidied up a little bit, but let's be real. This place here is always a mess, so I may as well just show you what it's like 99% of the time. I have asked my mom to make me this. I have magnets because the door frame are metal. Another car itself is actually aluminum, but the door is actually metal on the Defender. Works quite well so far. This is another must-have item, armrest. I put this padding on top because this is hard plastic and it hurts my elbow. Now it's better. There's another company made armrest for the Land Cruiser. I think they also make for Defender now. One stone something accessory or something. Also got this from Mustaf just so I have some air to come through. And this is the interior. Oh, shout out to Andre. Thank you for the hat, for the cap. Kazakhstan Adventure Club. Very cool. Thank you, bro. Okay, at the back, this is the wheel bag, custom made with a logo on it from Colombia. In my opinion, this is the best looking wheel bag in the market. I will leave the contact and social in the description and along all the products I have. Yeah, it just put a lot of stuff that I have nowhere else to put. Okay, so this is my home on wheels, the interior fit out. I have a kitchen sink. I have a pull-out tables so I can eat and cook here. A fridge on a slider. This is a version 2 setup, and when I started the trip I have a very different setup. It was better looking before, but in terms of like daily usage, I have to modify so it works better with me. I have this slider stopper there, just so this thing doesn't slide out when I was driving. Just like that. This is my sleeping bag, double as a cushion. Quite nice. And a USB power heated blanket. Underneath it is a 65 liters water tank on a pump. And this is my full-size pillow from home, because that is important. I've tried many different camping inflatable pillows, and frankly speaking, they all sucks. Compared to, like, you just cannot compare with the full-size home pillow, in my opinion. Yeah, so this cushion will go down here. I have a induction cooktop there. I also have a camping gas stove for resilience, everything. I have a backup. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the interior, I think. And I have a hose here, extend out. I can rinse off stuff, sand, mud, whatever. I can even shower outside. I also have a kick-ass shower curtain, which I can do shower, and also have my camping toilet inside to do my business. Here is a drop-down table from an Australian company. Very nice piece of kit. With the slider mounted on the side as well, so I can cook outside. I have this adventure hammock systems, so I can chill out on top, and also double up as a laundry cloth hanger. It's pretty good, works quite well. So yeah, that's it for the tour. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. Hope you enjoyed the video. Follow along the journeys if that interests you. I'll be continuing my way to Morocco. I'm now in Greece, and after winter I'll be heading up to Europe. Like I said, I quit my job. I have no idea where I'm going and what I'm doing. If you want to see the struggles, the good, the up and the down, follow along, join the club. Thanks for watching. Later.